What's going on, guys? So I got a question from Shawn, and Shawn asks, how long should you do jiu-jitsu before you do your first competition? So let's get into it. So Shawn, thanks for the question. And so I don't have a specific answer for you because this question has a lot of variability to it. You know, do you have any previous grappling experience, like wrestling? Are you athletic? Do you catch on quick? Are you training a couple days a week or 5 days a week? All those things play factors into your decision making. For me, it was like 4 to 6 months, I think, something around there. And I felt pretty comfortable from certain positions. I wasn't great anywhere, obviously, as a white belt, but I was like 4 to 6 months in. And when I did my first match, I remember this vividly. I did not have any clue what to do from standing up. So for me, that was like a glaring hole because the match starts on the feet. So if you want to get the person into your game or develop and play your game, you got to get them into the position that you want them in, whether it's closed guard or on top and there, wherever you want to be. So takedowns for me was a huge glaring hole, and that helped me understand where I lacked in. So I think you should take those things into account, but you should be decent from every position, or at least have some techniques from each position. For example, in closed guard, you should have a sweep and a submission. If you're on bottom side control, you should have a solid escape, at least something to do from each position you may end up in. And I think that's going to be really important for you to kind of feel like you have a game plan put together, and then you put together that game plan and you try to implement it to the best of your ability. Again, so there's some different factors that go in. My first tournament, it was interesting because I got to go best 2 out of 3 with the person I was going against, because it was just me and him in the division. And I got creamed the first match. And then the second match I was able to win, and the third match I was able to win by submission. So it was really cool because I got to really get some significant experience in my first tournament, which was great for me, but I had some glaring holes. And so I think you should definitely have something, a technique or a way to get some type of advantage or some type of position or technique from each position you work in. I think you're going to learn a ton from your first tournament. It's going to really give you some experience, some really effective and impactful ideas on where to move towards in your training, or what to focus on in your training, what to get better at. So, but again, it's very different for everyone. If you're a grappler with, from wrestling, you already have some experience there. You know, you might do a month or do a couple weeks and then just get into it and see what you got. Because wrestlers do pretty well. You know, they're used to the grappling, used to the high pace, high intensity. So I guess it's up to you. For me, I was very much a novice, no grappling experience whatsoever. So it was a lot of, it was more of a learning curve for me, and it took me like 4 to 6 months to just do it, because I did it because my team was going. So I did it kind of as a group, which I think was kind of cool as well. So if you have your team going, I think it's a great time to go as well, just because you feel you have that support and you have your coaches around you. So that's it, guys. Hopefully it answers your question, brother. Appreciate it. Talk to you guys next time.